Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Sunday night, and you know what happens on Sunday night? We do the market watch. The markets open up in Asia. That's right, in China, Hong Kong, and the like. And so we are going to be watching this and see what is going on there. Let's see who is here with us right now. We're just a couple minutes early. So we are going to answer just a few comments here, and then we'll get into the markets. But welcome, good to see a good crowd joining us so far. We have or no, it's Theta. I think that's Theta. Hello, Theta. Alpha Theta. Yes, I think that's what that means. That symbol. Eli is here. Yankee Pride is here. THS. Liquid Electrum is here. Matt Bittner is here. I did get that email, the South Park episode. I'll have to check it out later. But Silver Speed is here. Gold Chick is here. Hello, Gold Chick. Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. Yes, indeed. And thank you. Mellow Stacker is here as well. All right, very good. Let's answer a comment. Before we do that, I got to get my boilerplate. It's been I'm going to shuffle some things around here to make things happen. So just bear with me if you can look at that. Okay, very good. Let's talk here. All right, Big Ears wants me to talk properly. He says, talk properly, Big Ears. Well, I'll tell you what. Open up those big ears, Big Ears, and listen to this. I'm going to talk properly right now. What's going on there, everybody? I'm there hanging out there. I'm talking properly for Big Ears. If I don't talk the way he wants me to talk, oh, then by God, he's just not going to be happy. There's nobody going to make old Big Ears happy if I don't talk the way he wants me to talk. So I'm going to talk the way he wants me to talk, just to make everything fine, all right? Here we go. I'm going to talk just like Big Ears wants. Because everybody got to please Big Ears so his big ears can be big. I sure think you ought to trim his ears up a little bit, personally. They're a little bit too big for me, but that's all right. There we go. How's that? All right, very good. What a way to start out a market watch, right? Stick with me, guys. I have to have a little bit of fun and excitement from time to time. Let's answer a serious question here. JFM. I know in the UK, the place I buy mine, and you have to pre-order for 1 ounce coins. I also received an email from them saying they would pay 1% above spot if I wanted to sell some. Yeah, I tell you what, I would not, I would not go to that place. It seems like these premiums are getting worse and worse, and some of these places are reluctant to pay the price for them. But anyways, so we'll see. Hello, Rocky Superstars here. Jay Hike, Kenneth Ledford is here. Silver Wolverine, welcome. Good to see you. And Wally Werner is here. Very good. Glad you guys are with us tonight. So as we march on ahead here. So yes, that's right. That's crazy about these premiums. Shop around if you need to sell, but I would caution against it, especially since the gap between the sell price and the buy price is pretty large, and that's the real markets, not the spot markets. And by the way, we're still a few minutes away. Let's do one more here. Now, AAI, or AL, or whatever it is, his name is, thinks that this is an automatically generated response. That when I put this on a video, he doesn't read the comment. It says, I'm responding to your comment verbally on a live stream at this very moment. If he would just read that and say, he would know that it's not a automated response. So let's see. Let's answer his question here. Will he take the time to at least come and listen to this response? How the hell a diluted fiat getting stronger by giving nominal interest in highly diluted fake money? Like diluting your gallon of milk to 50-50 with water, then adding 5% of some 50-50 diluted milk to this gallon does not make it great. You end up with a 1.05 gallon and a 50-50 dilution of a net of 0.5025 gallon of milk. I don't understand a bit of that math and how it relates to the fiat currency, but I'm not sure exactly. Diluted fiat is not stronger. Well, I think what he's saying here is that he says that the fact that the dollar is losing value does not mean that it's stronger. No, but compared to all the other currency, it is the strongest. It's the strongest in the world by far. Again, AAI, what you do is you think about it like a laundry basket of dirty shirts. Well, one of those shirts you're going to pick out to wear to work today because you've not done your laundry. You're going to pick the cleanest shirt in the pile. That's the strongest shirt. It's the one you're going to wear. That's the same thing with our currency, with the dollar these days. The dollar has lost a lot of its value. But that does not mean it's not strong as a measure against other currencies, and that's how it's measured. I hope that makes sense. Very, very good. All right. Good evening to the Silver Stacking Bot. Cherokee Cowboy is here. Good crowd here tonight as we anticipate the markets opening up very, very soon. But we're going to answer a few more comments. It takes about 2 minutes for Kitco to reflect the prices as they open up in Shanghai and Hong Kong. So just bear with me here, and we will get to those shortly. Elizabeth Kahn. I love the comparison of the precious metals with insurance. I really do view it as that. When later down the road I'm able to accumulate more above my minimum goals, I will view it as both insurance and a form of retirement money. There you go. And you can do both. You can allocate. You can have allocated silver or gold in different scenarios, just as Elizabeth Kahn says here. Very good. Elizabeth Kahn is here. Yes, indeed. That's right. And Elizabeth, you're right. The other currency must be really bad, then. It really is. And why is that? Because the dollar is the world's reserve currency. It means it's used between 60% of other nations around the world. It is transacted. And so therefore it has resilience. And this is why the modern monetary theorists feel compelled to engage in dangerous activity with the dollar, because we have this hubris. We have this standing and think, hey, we're the best out there. No one's going to beat the dollar. But in reality, they're trying, and gold does indeed, and precious metals do beat the dollar. Yes, indeed, in the long run. Good to see Dove Season is here. Rocky Superstar still here with us, and good to see Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here as well. Thank you all for joining me here this evening as we march on through. Another comment, Liquid Electrum says, I love 90% coinage. The good old days will not return, and they have never going to mint these silver coins again. Get them while you can. That's right. There is a limited supply of them. There's still enough out there, but it is kind of remarkable after all these years that really the premiums and prices haven't been higher than they are for some of these, because there's so much of them out there. A lot of people do, buy and sell that stuff fairly regularly. I think that's why, because it's bought and sold and traded, and so there's enough of it in the marketplace. Very good. Hazy Alchemist, do I become a room moderator, my friend? I don't understand the question. Do I become a room moderator, my friend? I think you're asking to get a wrench. Is that what you're asking, Hazy Alchemist? I think this may be the first time I've ever seen you here. Stick around, and we do have a pretty good moderation team, but just stick around. Keep coming to the live streams, and we'll see what we can do. But yes, indeed. All right, very good. Junk silver is a national treasure. One day will be ancient relic. Yep, I think so too. I just wonder how long it will be there. Very good. All right, very good. Silver Wolverine's gonna be with me until 7. Then he's got to go bounce. You know, I always knew that Silver Wolverine was buoyant, but I never knew how well he bounces. He does bounce fairly well. Yes, indeed, the Silver Wolverine. But every time he bounces, he leaves. I don't understand that. I would love for somebody somewhere, sometime, somehow to bounce and stick around while they do it. You know what I mean? Same thing with people that bolt. Why is it that people that bolt, leave as well? I mean, when I want somebody that bolts, I want somebody that is electrifying like a lightning bolt. Bolt. Whoosh. Anyways, all right, let's get to the markets. Surely they have opened by now, and they have. Yes, indeed. Let's see where they are at. The markets have opened, and look at this. Gold is popping up just a hair, up 90 cents to $1,696.90. Silver, though, is down a nickel out of the starting gate. Wow, look at that. Down 5 cents for silver, $20.18. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Greetings, Armand Clark. Welcome, Armand Clark. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Eagle Steve is here. B.R. Williams, Wally Werner. Appreciate all you guys. And good to see here. We've got Platinum Gnome is here with us until his wife makes him start doing chores. That's right. Yes, indeed. All right. You don't need a wrench to see inside, chick. That's right. Go check. We love you. You're awesome. Very, very good. Yes, speaking of bouncing, I like to bounce by doing some push-ups. That's one way to bounce. And hey, you never know. And by the way, it looks like I will be doing it. We have a PayPal. Yes, indeed. Here is $10 before PayPal fines me $2,500 for misinformation for saying Fiat currency isn't real money. Hi ho, Salver. All right, thank you so much. Now I don't know who sent this. I don't want to say their real name though, but if you could let me know, if it was you, let me know. Thank you so much. I owe you 20 push-ups. All right, out of the starting gate. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. Who sent this? Because I don't want to say this actual name, but want to give you credit. If you ever do send a PayPal, friends and family, make sure to put your account name, your channel name, or whatever, so I can shout you out in proper like. So let me. Oh, Stacker Factor. All right, Stacker Factor. Thank you, brother. Stacker Factor has been posting some really good videos. He's got a new YouTube channel. So thank you so much. Azura Blue, thank you. So let's give Stacker Factor some push-ups and give him some love too. If you can subscribe to his channel, let's make it happen for Stacker Factor. As we look at these markets here, let's do 20 push-ups. 20. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That did get a little bit of blood flowing, I gotta tell you. For those of you new just joining us here, typically what happens anytime somebody donates via Super Chat, I automatically do one of 3 exercises per dollar. So in other words, every dollar donated, I do a push-up or curl or scissor kicks or razor kicks, as Liquid calls them. So yeah, so that is what happens there. And then for every dollar donated via PayPal, friends and family, I do 2 push-ups or 2 curls and that like that. Very good. All right. Yes, Duff Season's got 20 down. Yes, that'll wake you up indeed. So thank you so much. Morris Monet. Alan would say fake push-ups. Yes, where is Alan? Where is Alan? That's right. And Azira Blue says, Sal, I believe platinum is incredibly undervalued and should be aggressively bought. Well, Azura, I believe it's undervalued as well, but I caution people about aggressively buying it. I believe that certainly they ought to weigh the situation, because platinum is a very volatile metal, and it could go up in price, but it can also drop fairly dramatically, and we've seen that in the past. I thought for sure after the the London Platinum and Palladium Association banned Russian platinum and palladium, that it would skyrocket. But it hasn't happened yet, so be very careful with platinum, but I think it's a good idea to have some. By the way, Chad Wolfenschlager is here. I think he came up with that channel name or that account solely to hear me try to pronounce it. Hey, we have another new member here, Vulcan5678. Never heard of that guy before. No, actually, for those of you who've been in the community a while, Vulcan5678 is a master. He is a master craftsman with poured silver. I think he may be the father of the wood pours, which is absolutely amazing that he takes and pours it in a scooped out piece of wood to create a really cool effect with it. Vulcan5678, amazing guy, amazing member of the community, and I'm honored that he's here. So there's where the markets are right now. We can see, we just refreshed it, and we see that gold now is up $3.10, and silver is now showing some slight positive gains here. So those metals are popping out. Platinum and palladium are down just $1. We may see a good night with some fairly decent increases as the evening progresses. We will find out. But hey, breaking news now again. We have got, oh man, it looks like we have a coffee. We have a coffee donation. And I think this is from Liquid Electrum, if I'm recognizing from before. Thank you, Liquid Electrum. That's $15. PayPal, friends and family. We're going to try to do 30 razor kicks for him. Is that right? Yes, indeed. Very good. Under Matt, yes, indeed. Semifar is here. Very good. Yes, indeed. Good to see Semifar. Welcome. All right, so there's where that is. So let's do these razor kicks now. For liquid electrum. Let's see here. Liquid electrum. There we go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. All right. The trick, the key to these is to sit on your butt. Put your hands in your butt. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. We'll do the other 15 in a moment. Let me get back into these comments here. Oh, yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. So there's where the markets are. I think we're going to see it move in a positive direction this evening. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get to some of these comments. I've got Bobcat. Now, this is a good Bobcat. Bobcat's got a good comment here. He says the following. I like that you did this particular video, he says. Not everyone can afford the yellow metal. Even the white one can be a stretch. Maybe you can do more vids on 90%. Don't get me wrong, your gold vids make me drool, brother. Any matter, thanks for your motivational words. Well, thank you, Bobcat. I have a whole playlist with the tubular journey, and that is about stacking on a budget and setting goals. So, yes, Bobcat, I would encourage you to check out that playlist, and I linked it at the end of the description of this video, or at the end screen, I'm sorry, of this video, and also have videos on how to stack gold on a budget. Yes, indeed. And one of my most popular videos is how to stack silver when you are poor. Although I might need to redo that one because I don't feel like I was quite as articulate as I could be now. But even so, I still need a lot of room. There's a lot of room needed for improvement there in that regard as well, too. All right. Thank you for that. In the chat, Liquid Electrum says, I looked up the 2-ounce collector beast coin I gave you, and it's going for $189 at AppMax. Wow. It's tripled in value already. Well, man, wow. Very kind of you, sir. That is amazing. Yeah, and they're also selling eagles for, silver eagles for $40 now. Almost double spot. It's hard to believe. It's absolutely insanity what some of these eagles are going for now. Man. But those Queen's Beast Completer silvers are all going up. I can't find the platinum ones anywhere. Yes, indeed. I did not buy the Azura. I did not buy the new Palladium coins, but I did. I do want to get the one from 2019 because that's the first year they did the reverse proof. I neglected the slurp here, but here we go. All right, very good. Good evening to Silversmith. Good to see you. Yeah, we haven't been nuked yet. All right, let's get over here to the comment again. We've got James Smith says here, Benjamin Franklin would have been one of the presidents if he would have not been too old to run. He was over age, and that's why he did not become one of our presidents of the United States. That's right. He was definitely older at the time of in 1789. So yes, indeed, he probably would have made a president, but could have been a president. I don't know that he had any interest in it or not, though. But anyway, Tucson Bubba, perhaps U.S. Mint will issue a Pee Wee Herman silver $50. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. True that, Tucson Bubba. You're exactly right. All right, very good. Good to see you. Good to see you, Silver Patriot. Gray Man's here. Welcome. Good to see you. Dave Trump is here. Leap 7N. Donovan Robbins is here. Welcome, Donovan. All right. We've got Silver Supplement. Says here the following. When I had 90% of my stack, Franklin's and Mercs were my go-to. Halves are just more popular, leading to a slightly higher premium. It's been that way since I started stacking anyway. I don't stack 90% anymore for a few reasons, but even if I did, the premiums are too high for me on them at this time. And see, this is kind of the first time, at least at this one particular coin shop, where the halves were a little bit higher premium. It's usually the dollars that have the higher premium. But anyways, yes, indeed. All right. Yes. Hello, JK Pioneer. Good to see you. Glad you're here. And Mark B is here from Texas. 90% is very popular at this time, says Silver Supplement. I usually don't purchase what everyone else wants unless I get it cheaper than the rest. I focus on what's not popular and stack until it is. All right. Yes, indeed. That's a good idea. Although you don't want to take anything that's illiquid. You could take a chance on some of that stuff, but I'm assuming the Silver Supplement is referring to things that are liquid enough. In other words, the silver kangaroos and the um, and the Krugerrands are not extremely popular, but they are liquid, and they're sovereign minted pieces. Okay, let's move up here. M.O. Silver says, patience isn't working for me. Ordering anything almost takes 2 weeks. While I'm waiting, I feel like I haven't gotten anything recently, so I order something else. So I've been getting something almost every week. Yes, although do not let that gauge as to whether or not you are, not feeling, that feeling that you're not getting anything, because you don't want it to become an addiction to the point where it's you're operating outside of your budget, or outside of emotion. I understand emotion is pretty much in everything we do in life, but you don't want it to overrule your budgetary constraints or fiscal responsibility. I hope that makes sense. Very good. Thank you guys for all being here. We got a good crowd here tonight. If you all are so inclined, there's a little experiment I want you to try. Now, this is a very odd and strange thing, but I've found that it's fairly consistent throughout. If you were to press that thumbs up button, and way more than half of you probably have not done that yet, but if you were to press it, you will watch that number climb up by 1. It's an amazing thing. I've seen it happen before. I've experimented with it myself on other channels. Yes, indeed. Just a little food for thought there, if you're so inclined. All right, let's move ahead here, and then we'll look at the markets after this comment from Tyler Fortin. Tyler Fortin, I usually don't have a problem paying higher premiums on PMs as long as it's not unreasonable. I really have no faith in fiat currency. I use it for what I need for, and literally all the rest of my money goes into silver and gold. I'm trying to stack literally as much as I possibly can. I understand, Tyler Fortin. I certainly do, although I would still caution against that. And again, maybe as you keep stacking, you'll realize that it's good to have some precious metals, but I believe in still being diversified in your portfolio if you can, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, honestly, if I went back to 2013 when I cashed out my IRA, even though I've pretty much almost broken even from that purchase now, although still not completely yet when you take in the tax hit I took on it, it was really not the smartest move I've made. Because I thought for sure, but by now we would have been in some sort of reset, or the dollar crashed, or what have you. It was a rude awakening for sure. I'll put it to you that way. But anyways, all right. Let's see here. Very good. Let's see. Matt Bittner, a poll asking if they would sell PMs if they were unemployed would make an interesting poll question. Yeah. Well, and I guess probably my guess is if people are unemployed, they probably have to if they have no other source of income. But if they have another source of income, they probably would, is my guess. Azure Blue. Why don't you believe Elon Musk hasn't hoarded physical silver? Tesla has to have it for their vehicles. He very well may, but he's probably not all that. I don't know. I don't know what's in his head. I don't know. He may be. That may be why the COMEX and LBMA are down. I don't know. It'd be very interesting to see. My guess is he would be smart to get it while it's low. And so that's possibly. But I think that we would have found out if that was the case. But I don't know. I don't know if there's a way for him to be able to hide that. But if one entity is buying a bunch of silver, that may make news. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyways. All right, let's get to the markets. Let's see what's happening here. The markets are indeed in motion. And look at that. For the first time tonight, we have silver up higher, up 2 cents. Gold is up $4 now. It has just broken $1,700 again tonight in Asia. It sure has. Silver's 2024. Platinum and palladium are still down $1. Gold to silver ratio is 84.36, not 24. Mistaken there. Hey, Jeffrey Jackson. Jeffrey Jackson is here. He says, beautiful October Sunday evening. Yes, it was a lovely day today. Thank you, Jeffrey Jackson. That's 10 push-ups for you, brother. Thank you so much, my friend. Yes, indeed. Jeffrey Jackson is here. And by the way, I did a video. Actually, I did a video this evening about a representative from the state that Jeffrey Jackson is familiar. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Let's go through this and get those 10 push-ups for Jeffrey Jackson. Yes, indeed. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. You got it down. Get on down. Get on down. Very good. There we go. Very good. Oh, boy. A freeze in Tennessee. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Man. That's a bummer. That can ruin your garden for sure. Sunny Anaya. Is Sunny in with us? I thought I saw Sunny in here earlier, but I'm not sure. Sunny says, hey, Sal, in a live stream here earlier, I asked the question, what would you do if you had $500 to start stacking silver and gold? I would love to see you do a video on it. You wrote it down to remind you, but I'm sure you write down a lot of ideas. Yes, indeed. Sunny, thank you for reminding me of that. And I think I did write that down. I'll have to look in my notes. I've got a lot of stuff written down. You're right, but thank you for reminding me of that. So yes, indeed. I need to do that video. Thank you, Sonny. If you could email me to remind me again, that would be helpful. But yes, indeed, I might do that sooner rather than later. Slim is here. Hello, Slim. Welcome. Good to see you. Let's slurp again some of this coffee. We got a good crowd here. Appreciate you guys being here. And we've got Silver Honda, who drives a blue Honda. I love when you do your debt clock videos. It's definitely an eye-opener. Don't worry, boys and girls. Your children and grandchildren will pay for it all. That's right, exactly. Yep, you're right, Silver Honda. Very good point. BB King says, it said if a country's ratio to debt to GDP is 85 or higher, it will not survive. Does that paint a picture of where we are at? Yes, indeed. I think there's a couple of different messages we can take from that, actually. Number one is that under normal circumstances, that will be the case. But the United States is in a different scenario. Why? Because we have the top world reserve currency. I think that's the only thing that's saving us at this point, is the fact that everybody's put their faith in the dollar around the world. And I think there's some of the BRICS nations are trying to wean themselves off of it and create their own standard. I've done videos on that. We'll see what comes from it. But anyways, very, very good. All right, let's see here. And Richard Anderson says here, very interesting data, Sal. I've always found that the debt clock site to be ominous, but the data just keeps on moving in the wrong direction, faster and faster. Sure does. With no real consequences for it either, it seems like. How far can we go before this thing breaks? You know, and they're really testing the limits, and this is where the Great Reset is going to come in, I believe, because they feel like, well, if it does get to that point, well, they'll just reset everything under CBDC, and everything is hunky-dory, so they say. All right, John Bethia, who will pay for the individual amounts of debts that each person owes? In my opinion, I think that the only one that will be able to take care of all that debt will be you. All right, there you go. It's all on my shoulders. That's indeed. Well, I don't have extremely broad shoulders, but I'll try my best. Sterling Cannabis is here. Can't stay long. Sell your thumbs up to Uncle Sal for Boogeyman. He's going to get you. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Sterling Cannabis, have a wonderful evening, sir. Appreciate you. All right. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let's see here. What's going on here? I've got to check something here. Hold on. right, had to check something here. Just a minute, just a moment. Okay, very good. I thought I was losing my something here, connection here, but we've got it. Back in action. Very good. Evil Cowboy is here. Good to see you. And let's see here. Shadowwork says, greetings and salvations. Well, I can't believe how much it's changed in just a couple of months. Great work, Sal. Yes, it's insane. It's amazing. And it's going the other way. And it makes you wonder what's going on there for sure. All right. Very good. Walter Lyons. So I take what you're saying. The debt clock doesn't and never will or ever mean anything concerning the present future prices of paper, physical, silver. Walter Lyons, you're exactly right. And a lot of people don't get it and they make comments thinking that I'm saying that's where the price of silver should be. Even though I never once said that, never even implied it. For sure. Yes, indeed. And that's why I put in there the debt clock. It's a debt clock. It's a ratio. Yes, indeed. That's exactly right. All right, let's see here. Yes, glad to see a good crowd here tonight. You guys are wonderful. But thank you, Walter Lyons. You took the time to watch the video because that's exactly what I said. The debt clock doesn't and never or will it ever mean anything concerning the present future price of paper or physical silver. That's exactly right. Very good. All right. Soul Patch Jackson says, title of this hooked me right in. Good fishing, Sal. Thank you so much, Soul Patch. Appreciate that. Yep, indeed. Sometimes you got to do that. I mean, but the thing is you want to try to pick a title for a video that's going to attract viewers, but you want to make sure that the content inside of the video matches the title. And this indeed does, which is why I don't consider it clickbait, because it's matching what it's talking about in the title. Yes, indeed. So Wolverine's still here, just listening with my AirPods. Well, doing other stuff. I haven't bounced yet. All right, he's still here. Thank you so much. Silver Wolverine, he is the man. All right, hey, Jimmy J1312, have to leave. Thank you so much for stopping in, Jimmy. Appreciate you, Jimmy J. If you can hit the thumbs up on your way out, I'd appreciate it. We're trying to hit 200 tonight if we can. Yes, indeed. And Eagle Steve is here as well. Good crowd here tonight. We've got Gold Chick Vibafel is here, but we don't have Love Button. Where is Love Button? We haven't seen Love Button in quite a while, actually. And very good. Kingman AZ says, like a runaway train, and the tracks will end sometime. Yep. How far down the road how far down the tracks do we have left? I'd be very curious to know. Mrs. Coin Crew is here. She is part of the Squirrel Squad. In the latest video, she is there digging in the dirt. To check that out, look at the Coin Crew channel. And also subscribe to Mrs. Coin Crew. There she is. Yes, she was digging in the dirt. Yes, indeed, playing in the dirt. But she found some cool stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, very good. James Smith says, yes, precious metals are a long-term investment. You hold on to your metals, and I guarantee you will wind up ahead. Yes, indeed. Or, at the very least, you will break even when you take into account inflation. That's right. Freedom Stacker, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. There he is. He's with us, Freedom Stacker. Check out his newest video. He got one of the Marlins, the 1.5 ounce Marlins. I've not seen that coin anywhere but at Bullion Max. It's crazy. And he says they're sold out now. I haven't checked here lately. But anyways, Dennis Niemeyer, thank you. All right, so Freedom Stacker, we're going to couple yours with the next one that comes along for the push-ups. So we'll just add that to the next one. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. All right. That's Freedom Stacker. Stephen Top says they have to keep printing or the system collapses. It's a debt-based system to enslave humanity. The Fed 1 token will definitely make you a slave to their new system. Beware. That's right. It's all out in the open. That's what they want to do. They want to base everything off of ESG. It's insanity. And you'll have a social credit score, basically, with these CBDCs that are coming. All right. And YouTube account says the debt can't be paid. Already $250,000 per taxpayer. Going to be $1 million per taxpayer. It's crazy. It's absolutely insanity. These are unfathomable, undigestible numbers. You know, it's just crazy. All right, let's look at the markets again, shall we? All right, look at here in Asia. It looks like silver is down ever so slightly as we watch these markets move. Look at that. Crazy. And gold is still up just above $1,700 as the evening progresses here. So silver is barely hanging on from taking a loss. Very good. All right. Yes, indeed. Common sense. Yes, hey, common sense is here, by the way. Very good. All right. Okay. Oh, M2 has been a member for 19 months, getting close to that 2-year period. Thank you, M2. I appreciate you, brother. All right. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Let's see if we can try something. I might try and pull here. Let's see here. Let me try to think of something here to ask. I don't know. One of many about PayPal news. Tell me about it. I haven't heard anything about PayPal news. What's going on with PayPal? I'll get to that poll in a minute because I want to ask something a little bit different, but I'm trying to think of how to ask it. So I must not have heard about this PayPal news. Let's get back to these comments here. We've got Lars Job says, I recall having a long-running online debate with a California Keynesian who rejected my using of the debt clock as evidence for my argument because I was too new and that it was why it shouldn't count. These people exist. Wow. I don't understand that argument. It was too new. Well, I mean, insanity. What's too new? I mean, how is that an argument? That is kind of crazy. All right. Scary stuff going on with PayPal. Let's see here. What is going on with PayPal? Yeah, I must have missed that completely. I'm not sure what's going on with PayPal. You have to fill me in, Stacker, Factor, and others. They start tracking purchases. I know that you can't put anything over $600, and then they're going to tax you. I know that. That's old news. There's just got to be something new. Let's see here. If violated, they will charge you $2,500. New terms of service. But how often do people read the terms of service, and how is that? I mean that's the governance, right? So they're already implementing a portion of ESG. If that's the case, they'll track. Very good. All right. So yes, very good. All right. Thank you so much, Lars. You're right. KS says, I think everybody's compassion for others' hardships is about used up already. I opened my wallet and didn't see any slots in there marked government charity or homeless addict fund. Yep, you're right. You're right. PayPal wants to charge you $2,500 for every misinformation you do. If you say only women can have kids, they'll take $2,500 out of your account. Wow. For wrong thinking. That is insane. Wow. How are they going to know that? I wonder how they're going to know what you say. Okay, PayPal pulls back, says it won't fine customers $2,500 for misinformation after backlash. Okay, wow. And this is why I ask people to do it, friends and family. That's precisely why I have people donate friends and family. I haven't given them on my account. They don't have my personal information. But if you send something that's not friends and family, it'll be flagged, and I'll have to, in order to receive that money, I would have to give them, and I won't do that. I'm going to use the ADL as a reporting vessel and take out. Now, what is ADL? Remind me what ADL is again. Maybe the thing is, your phone will tell them. Yeah, I haven't given them my phone number either. Now they have my bank account. Let's see here. For the free speech union here, thousands have closed their accounts in protest. The PayPal founder spoke out against it. All on Wall Street Silver got rid of PayPal accounts. Stop going to plummet tomorrow. Maybe you ought to try to find another. What's another source what's another source? Venmo or something? What's something we can set up that doesn't have that anybody can give to? Because Anti-Defamation League. Okay, thank you, Stacker Factor. All right, very good. Wow. Very good. Okay, interesting. Crazy. Yeah, this is all news to me. I don't know how I missed it. But anyways. All right. Scotty Turpin. This is beautiful ring, minus 14 karat, but I work with my hands a lot. It's got some weight, though. Lovely ring. Thank you, Scotty. Yes, indeed. This is the 24 karat ring of power. You don't see this too often. Very good. Thank you, video. Zelle. That's right. Zelle's the other one. PayPal also owns Venmo. So Zelle might be the one to go to. But I want to send something up that's going to protect identity. So that's why I have the PayPal. But how many of you have Zelle? How many of you have Zelle and could send payments through Zelle? Maybe I could set something like that up. And do they take fees? PayPal owns Zelle. Oh my goodness gracious, are you serious? Wow. So they're involved in everything. Sounds like. Treasure Charger says, nice report, Sal. The credit card debt is now $1 trillion, is higher than our national debt was in 1980. That really does put things in perspective, doesn't it? Man, this country must get back to work and start making products instead of buying everything from our adversaries. That's exactly right. Very true. Okay. Let's march ahead here. I have it, no fees. Use it all the time, no fees. Okay. But apparently it wouldn't matter because PayPal owns that too. All right. Very good. Stacker G says, good morning, Salivate. I really enjoyed this video. Thank you. Not a lot of people saw this one. It's nice to have information I didn't know. So much of the YouTube content is driven towards new collectors. Did you do a good job of videos for both new collectors and novice collectors? Well, thank you, Stacker G. I appreciate that. Very, very kind indeed. All right, very good. PayPal does not own Zelle. Okay, well, a lot of different information here. I'll have to do some research on it, and see. But if I could set something like that up and make it anonymous, I will switch if the vast majority of people have it. Or maybe I'll leave both links up or whatever. But anyways, Spokane, the Silver Stacker, great breakdown of the debt clock. It's interesting to see the fluctuations throughout the years at the dollar to silver ratio. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for that, Spokane Silver Stacker. Yep, appreciate it. Rock Solid 64, when they can print all the money they need, they don't need your taxes. It's all about limiting your economic power. Yes, indeed. That's what it seems to be. This is how the rich get richer, making you poor. Poor silver. Buying silver assures you of keeping your money. That's right. And keeping your money and understanding its value as opposed to price at any given point in time. All right, very good. All right. Silver Wolverine says he doesn't think PayPal owns Zelle. Very cool. That's right. It only took 8 months to add another $1 trillion, says Ozzy Alchemist. Yeah, that's right. It's crazy indeed. Sure is. By the way, JM Unleashed is here. Welcome. Good to see JM Unleashed. All right, Theta Phoenix says you can print for a long time, but sooner or later it will catch up. Just ask the Roman Empire. Yep. They started debasing their currency. Their coins, that's right. K-Surf, incremental and consistent buying is an extremely powerful tool. Yep. Sure is. You are right. Now let's get back to the markets and see what's happening here. Look at this, folks. All right, now silver's up 1 cent. Gold is up $5.70 to $1,701.70 there for gold. Look at that. Pretty amazing. Silver up 1 cent. Platinum down 4. Palladium down 2 right now. So gold is trying to hang on and come up above. We may have seen the bottom, at least from the last week. But this is the Asian markets. Some people say that when it gets to New York, it gets smashed down again. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. All right, American collector. The U.S. government has failed Americans. There is literally no way out of this amount of debt anytime soon. The government will likely just keep spending until the U.S. dollar loses all the value and credibility. with the rest of the world. Yep, indeed. Something's got to be reset. I think that's the only thing that's going to change it. But anyways, Matt Bender, you can print on a long time. Sooner or later, inflation is going to cut you down. That's right. Especially after this latest video that I posted. That's on the congressional record, or soon will be. All right. By the way, hello to Bill457. Good crowd here tonight. If you are so inclined, if you can press that thumbs up button, we're trying to hit the 200 plus tonight if we can. Appreciate you. And since we have not had any new takers in for push-ups, I'm going to go ahead and do those 5 for Freedom Stacker since he's still here. And let's do 5 push-ups for Freedom Stacker to get the blood flowing a little bit here. All right. Bank of America and JP Morgan started to sell. We can't escape it, can we? You know, we probably want to boycott those agencies too, right? So here we go. 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's it. We got it. We got our 5 in. We sure did. Okay. Thank you again to Freedom Stacker. And let's do this. Ah, very good. Let's see here. Jake says, I think that's the plan, to crash a system and blame external forces for the problem. Then they rescue us with CBDC. Nixon played the same game to take us temporarily off the gold standard. Good thing that was only temporary and accomplished by executive order. Exactly right, Jake. You nailed it. Exactly right. Very good. Oh, let's see here. THS is here. Good to see THS. Welcome. So JM Unleashed says the following. Here, let me get this here and do this there and make this happen over here. I used to think the debt clock figures were close to accurate, but recently I've been doubting its authenticity. Several sources indicate that the numbers are just estimates. The biggest red flag for me was a massive drop in the dollar to silver ratio, and another big red flag is how so many of the numbers are changing so rapidly. I seriously doubt the agencies who provide the data to those who operate the debt. Yeah, it's you know, I do wonder too, because I've seen this before there, and I don't know how they're collecting the data or sourcing it, but my guess is they're quarterly reports of some sort, and some of these estimates, just like GDP, the GDP numbers, they get revised in time. And so initial numbers come out and they get put in, and then they get revised upwards or downwards. We've seen that before, and that could be what's happening too there. And there may be months or quarters, perhaps, where the data are not coming in, and so they go ahead and apply it, and it could be throw it off kilter to a point. And that could be what's happening here. So that's a very good point, JM Unleashed, which would mean that your point is well taken, that it's probably inaccurate at times. But anyways, let's see here. Very good. All right. Go Maple, Salivate, did you see the recent interview by David Morgan? He is predicting that silver is going to rise just like you are in this video. He's saying the 2 silver ETF companies are saying silver may be in short supply. Well, I'll tell you what, I think there are sections of the silver market that are in short supply, as I've talked about in my recent video about the COMEX and LBMA. I think that is the case. But for how long they will be in short supply, I don't know. If it keeps going the way it's going, as it has been consistently, then we'll probably run out of silver in those markets, in those areas, and the LBMA especially, by January or February. But likely they're going to get more in, you know. But it is curious. It has been a very curious thing to watch. That I'll put it to you that way. Okay. But good question, or good comment. Thank you. I did not see that interview, Gold Maple. Stingray, there's absolutely no way that there's that much money supply taken out of the economy by the Fed. It was like 2,500 not that long ago. Yeah, and it does make you wonder how those numbers are being compiled, especially since we just saw on the chart there. If you watch this video, I showed that the money supply is flatlined. And maybe they're talking about new currency above and beyond a certain level, or they do it like the baseline budgeting for spending in Congress, which is essentially fiddling with the numbers. Yes, indeed. All right. And McCamke, that's it, McCamke, I think that's right, says, looking at the ratio between silver and gold to the dollar, here we see 7-to-1 roughly. Is the ratio to physical silver and gold 7-to-1? No. How can these two different ratios, unless one of them is being suppressed more than the other, rigged in our faces? Well, that ratio is the mining ratio. The mining ratio has nothing to do with the price of gold or silver, or gold compared to silver. The marketplace is a very different thing than the mining space, and the amount of the rarity of one metal compared to another. Case in point, look at platinum versus gold. Platinum is about between 10 to 15 times rarer than gold, yet it is half the price. All right, let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Spokane Silver Stacker says, I don't stack a lot of 90% right now, mostly because of premiums, but I actually like quarters and dimes more than the halves. I don't know why everyone else likes them so much. Everyone talks about them being fractional. Well, a dime and a quarter are together a quarter ounce. So there's a good combo in my book. True that, Spokane Silver Stacker. Very, very good point indeed. Good evening, Christopher Reed. Welcome. Good to see you back. Good to see Functional One Silver. Donovan Robbins is still here. Welch Coast Services is here. Gresham's Law is in full effect. That's the bad money drives out good money. And yes, indeed. Let's get over here. I'm going to get this set up, and I want to see the markets. Let's see what the markets are telling us now. And thank you guys for being here. If you've not pressed the thumbs up button, we're trying to get to 200 plus likes tonight if we can do it. Thank you guys for being here. Here's where the markets are at now. The markets in Asia, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. Look at this. Gold is up $4.30, barely hanging on to that $1,700 mark. Silver is down 2 cents. Silver down 2 cents, folks. It's been fluctuating back and forth. It's going to be very interesting to see what the graphs look like here at 7 o'clock here in about 12 minutes or so. Yes, indeed. On the Eastern Shore. Very good. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do this. I'm doing a polling question here. And I'm going to be putting frank numbers here. Except for the last one here. I know it's not a big choice here, but I'm curious to see what you guys' thoughts are about this. Read this question carefully. This is the poll question. I'm trying to think of a way to do it. What is the lowest price silver could go, in your opinion? What's the lowest price it could go, into what your thoughts are? And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer on silver, but I just want to get your understanding of the marketplace and where you think the price of silver could go, given how volatile the price has been somewhat recently, and kind of where we've seen the stop gaps on it. We're talking spot price, JM Unleashed. So I guess it would be the paper price, the spot price, yeah. Spot price of silver, like what we're looking at right here. Yes, indeed. So 15, yep. And I'm thinking probably, hey, good to see HVAC is here. Yes, indeed. HVAC, welcome, my friend. Okay, and we've got Silver Loving Lou. Still stacking, just keep stacking. There you go. Thank you, brother. Stack into the danger zone. Ronald Hall. No, we don't want to stack into the danger zone. Ronald Hall says, Brother Sal, this is deep for this old man, but I'm glad you are on it for my kids who ain't exactly kids and my granddaughter, and I'm figuring on holding the rest. I'm letting you keep doing what you do. Thanks. Well, thank you, Ronald Hall. I appreciate you, sir. Very kind of you indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Hello, SCC Smith Coin Company is here. Jay Hike is here. All right. Ozzy Alchemist already approved its rig, $11 silver in March. That's right. We did see in March 2020 the silver price dropped to $11 and change. So this is why that question, part of the reason that question exists. All right, Stacker Factor again. Check out Stacker Factor's channel. He's been really active in the community, and it's awesome. Very cool. He's doing it the right way. $20 silver after the Fed printed 40% more money is asinine. That's cheaper than a t-shirt. The Fed can't print silver. That's actually a very good point. That's cheaper than a freaking t-shirt now. Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm going to actually be talking about other inflation-proof things that we've seen as of late. Because there's other things. T-shirts, have they really gone up that much in price? You know, think about it. All right. All right. Don says, when the Fed increases rates and reduces bond buying, as they are now, that effectively reduces the money supply. Yep, that's right. It's an effective way of doing it. The punch bowl is being taken away. The easy money days are coming to an end for now, and of course, people are still complaining about it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. People just like to complain, but the process we're going through now needs to happen because doing nothing is not going to end well. That's right. Well, that's right. I mean, and it's a good thing. I'm all for decreasing the monetary supply. That's for sure. Yes, indeed. They should have done it last year, really. Beginning of last year, maybe even earlier. Oh, yeah. Good to see you guys. All right, we've got Richard Metcalf says, thanks for reminding me to order tubes. I keep forgetting to add them to the basket. The premium has jumped up unconstitutional. By the way, a good member of the community emailed me that they have got plenty boxes of tubes. It was wild. Wow, Zardoz. Good to see Zardoz. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for the thumbs up. We are 51 away from 200 likes on this live stream. If you are here, if you could do me a solid and make a liquid effort to press that thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it. We're trying to reach 200 plus thumbs up tonight. Numismatic Stacker, that's crazy how our economy is changing. Yes, indeed, it sure is. Indeed it is. And are you taking a slurp every time I say the word indeed? Indeed, you better. Hey, yes, indeed. All right. Here we go. Look at the markets again. Look at this. Now, about 8 minutes, we're going to look and see what this looks like on a graph. The movement of silver and gold's price over the last hour, but we have a gold is up $4.20, $1,700.20. Silver's down 2, platinum down 5, palladium down 2. Gold to silver ratio 84.54. All right, yes indeed. Good to see you guys. Good folks here. Tonight we got Picky Ricky is here with us. He wants a 10-ounce Britannia bar. That would be nice to have. I don't have a Royal Mint 10-ounce bar. I'd love to get one of those someday. And good to see you. And UKG, thank you. Love you too. Thank you, UKG. Glad you're here. Appreciate you guys. Yes, indeed. Joe Dirt Treasure is here. We're very good. All right. And Rocky Superstar is here. We love Rocky as well. Let's move back forward here. We've got Soli Dio Gloria says, Dio Gloria, thanks for the tutorial on how to understand these numbers. I'm green, so it helps. Thanks again, and God bless. Well, thank you, Soli. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, because you get it now. Yes, indeed. Appreciate it so much. And very kind words. All right. Time lapse. I feel $20 is the bottom for silver because the cost of production is at $20. I don't think it's quite there yet. In fact, most silver time lapse is mined as a byproduct of other metals out there. And those estimates are anywhere between $8 and probably $10, $11 an ounce probably by now when you take into account higher fuel cost. But primary silver mining's price used to be about $14 an ounce. So if given with inflation, it's probably somewhere between 17 and 18. But there's not nearly as much primary silver mining happening these days. If you could get all the 90% you wanted at spot, would you get any other forms of silver? Understanding that it's very liquid, HVAC, I would probably do that, yes. And the key word being 90%, because sometimes you can get the 720 and the 830 and the 80% stuff. You can get that for fairly close to spot. I've seen that even today. But 90% will be the key, yes, and constitutional. I think I would. Yes, indeed. Good question. Good question. Richard Metcalf. The Fed has the system rigged for sure. I find it very telling that the Fed numbers are forced to sell their stocks for ethical reasons right before they started raising interest rates and the market was at a high. Yeah. What's up with that? I think they had some I think I did hear something about that. There ought to be some investigations into that, I believe. All right. Rob B says, if that's a crash, I will sell half my stack for that price. There you go. Indeed, that's right. Yeah, I think he's just having a good time with that one. Randy Walker, excellent update from our brother Sal. Mind-boggling statistics. Stack what's comfortable for you and less needed for emergency until the timing is right for the harvest of our children to reap in wisdom. Thanks for your dedication. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate you, sir. All right. Cyber Curtain Twitcher, great video, Sal. Glad I haven't contributed to the credit card debt, or in fact, any kind of debt. CCT is a smart man. Yes, he is. He's doing it right. Very good. Subscribe to his channel, by the way. Eric Laird says, I get the feeling the powers that be are trying to keep the gold and silver low until they put out their electronic New World Order cash, possibly making gold and silver useless. Well, I think that's essentially what's going to be with the CBDCs. Yes, indeed. That is what is happening, or will happen soon. All right, and gold platinum, world's most durable alloy. This is my first video I watch of yours. Well, thank you, Javen. I appreciate you taking the time to watch and being here, and this is the first one that you've watched. Hope you will check out some of the other videos. Yes, indeed. And Cherokee Cowboy. We love Cherokee Cowboy. He's awesome. Great reporter, Sal. Keep on stacking. Thank you, sir. You were the man. Appreciate you so much. Indivisible Man says, if the debt clock crashes, then the debt was paid down. Yep, that's right. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. When you put it, I guess that's really in the end. That's probably right. Very good. Sally, how you doing, brother? Says Asset YP24. Hopefully well. I think we really need to exchange any extra money for metals before they monetize it all. There you go. Yep, there you go. Buy when you can. Just be, reasonable about buying. Palmer, buy silver and gold unless you want to give away 25% of your money each year to inflation and money debasement. Yes, I know, I understand. And some people don't understand why I'm saying the stack cash, but I think it's still good to have a little bit of that aside, because if you sell your gold and silver in an emergency, you've kind of defeated the purpose. And because use your cash as insurance so that you can hold on to the ultimate insurance. That's gold and silver. It's like with the oil reserves. But good, I understand your point, Palmer. I just slightly disagree with it. But I still think it's good to buy some gold and silver with your money. But take some of those dollars and set them aside for those emergencies. Yes, indeed. And Casey Carter. Hold on, let me get this happening here. 139% does not even include Social Security or pensions. My goodness, could you imagine what it would be if those were added? Good point, Casey. Very good point. All right. Elizabeth Kahn says, if that's what it is in 3 to 4 years, I'd hate to see what it's going to be when my kids are grown. Yep, exactly, Elizabeth. It's insane. It's going to be a monster. I mean, No end in sight to it seems. No end in sight. Sammy Farr, you've always disconnected Sal, you have always discussed diversifying holdings and investments. Good stuff. Thank you, Sammy Farr. I appreciate it. I try to be. I think the best thing to be is to be realistic and rational. Stop and think about where things are, where they've been, and because I did not act rationally when I cashed out my IRA for gold and silver. I still have not recovered from that after all these years. I'm still not recovered from that yet. But in due course, I hope I will. But even so, the gains that I could have made between then and now would have been far greater than just breaking even at a point. But anyways. All right. Very good. Thank you, Sammy Farr. We love Sammy Farr. She is here. Thank you for your service. So good to see you. All right. Condescending Oaf says, I've heard from another video that they haven't printed any new money since 2017, which I am believing so far, as I have not seen any new bills with a date beyond that. In my opinion, there's a whole lot of screwery going on. Take it for what you will. Well, Condescending Oaf, if you would have watched the rest of the video, you would have seen that I discussed that very thing. Likely they have indeed printed more money since 2017, a whole heck of a lot of it. That year on there, that series 2017, means that's just the series. They can print these notes with any year on it. That's the series year. Does not mean that they were not going to stop printing them in 2017. They will print, and they indeed have printed. And more importantly, they've digitized. But I did talk about that in this video. Do not look at that series year and think that that is the last year they printed money. All right. Okay. Michael Woods McClouslown says it's in California. The Napoleon's lost gold could be found soon. He says it's in California. Interesting. Okay. Did not know. And DJ Kramer says a few years ago was showing $4,000 per ounce. So all is for show. Yes, and DJ, if you saw, I did post a screenshot of my playlist. I encourage you to check out that playlist because I've documented it at different points. It was over $5,000 at one point. It went crazy, but anyways. All right, thank you, Igor Lukian. It is 2 a.m. where he is at, so he's hanging out with us. Thank you, Igor. What country are you coming to us from? Are you in Russia? Yeah, let me know. Good to see you, Igor. Colonic Stacker, as we accept that Charles is a reptilian, why don't mints that put Elizabeth on coins simply use the design of the Fiji iguana and write Charles a 3 below? That would make sense. That's what they should do. He is an IMF, or no, he's the WEF, World Economic Forum patsy. You might even call him the World Economic Forum cuck. All right. Yes, indeed. So we have Igor with us, coming to us very late at night where he's at. Welcome, Igor. Ukraine. All right, welcome, Igor from Ukraine. Stay safe, my friend, in Ukraine. Yes, indeed. Hopefully, it's you're being you're protected there, and praying for you and all of your countrymen there in Ukraine. Thank you, Igor. Appreciate you being here. All right, let's see here. We've got Larry Volkert says, thanks for the video. I've been stacking tubes of walkers for a long time. The LCS always gives me empty tube to take home. Premiums don't stop me from stacking since 64. Stack on, fill the tubes. There he goes. He's been doing it a long time. Yes, indeed. Very good. I remember getting a good deal on the on some constitutional silver some time ago from a buddy who got it at face value. Crazy. And I paid him right around spot. Yes, indeed. Dixon Hills, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome, Dixon Hills. Yes, indeed. Mr. Bill says silver to go to $1 trillion per ounce. All right, we will see, Mr. Bill. Oh, my goodness. All right. Yes, indeed. And we've got Silver King. He says national and personal debts are a joke. Don't spend the money that you don't have. That's really the bottom line. If for all intents and purposes, do not spend the money. Use your credit card for convenience purposes only. In other words, if you pay it off in 30 days, that's the way to do it. Very good. And So no such thing as a good or bad debt. I spent the last 25 years of my life working my ass off with 2 jobs to make sure I don't have any debt. While I was able to pay for my school, house, and cars with straight cash, I wish that some people had the same mentality as I do instead of wanting the things they can't afford. Some things goes with government officials. Do not spend money you do not have coming in with tax dollars. Exactly right. Well stated, Silver King. You're exactly right. Well done. People should learn from you. That's amazing. You worked hard for it. That's way to go. Liquid Electrum in the chat says the 986 silver video today was alarming. The debt is stupid, out of control. How long can this continue? Jig is up. You're right. It sure is. It seems like, and I tell you what, I really thought around 2013 that we were near the end. But you know what? Anymore, it would not surprise me if this thing could go on for another 10 years, just like it is now. That's insane. It's insane. All right. Todd Landon, thank you so much, my friend, for that super chat. Copper, I've actually done videos on copper. And I will just defer you to those, Todd. If you could go to my channel, let me show you how to do this. Because I did post some videos actually fairly recently about copper, and I'll show you here. I'm just afraid to this because there's a lot to say about copper, and since this is the Salivate Metal channel, it means I can talk about any metal I want to, right? So let's type in copper. Get to the copper. There you go. Why I love copper, all the copper in the world. Is copper money? Could copper be the next silver? How gold and copper compare in 2021? Is copper the new silver? All kinds of videos on copper. Yes, indeed. And there's another one I've done recently about this metal could determine silver's price. I forget the name of that video, but I didn't put copper in the title there, but it probably should come up in one of these because you can just keep scrolling down here and find all the different videos that I've done where copper is included in there. But those are the top ones with it in the title. So I hope that helps you. Very good. Very good. And let's see. Okay, Igor Lukian is invested into a 1 ounce buffalo and some silver. All right, way to go. Working hard and converting money into true assets. Way to go. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. Very good. All right, that's awesome. So there, I hope that helps, Todd. For that, very good. Where are we at? Oh yeah, Todd. Thank you, Todd. Oh, very good. Thank you, Todd. All right, let's get back over here. Let's do this. We're gonna look at the markets now. And I've got to figure some stuff here. Just a second. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. And every little bit helps. Now look at this. Now the Asian market is telling us that palladium is up $1. Gold is up $3.50 now. Now just below $1,700 an ounce. And silver is at $20.23. It is past time. We're going to look and see what these charts look like. Gold's chart over the last hour is this. Look at that. A spike up and kind of moving up, but solidly up. This is bid price we're looking at, and it's providing that sawtooth pattern. But this is what we're seeing. Typically, when the market's open, there's a fairly dramatic move one way or the other, at least for the time period. And that's where it is. Gold is up, and it's moving kind of a sawtooth pattern over. It's kind of a little bit down below $1,700 in the ask price. Now let's look at silver's chart here. Silver is teeter-tottering here, relatively in a straight line, but down slightly. Down slightly. Time lapse says that U.S. dollar index is near flat right now. And so that is kind of why probably these markets are reacting the way they are, because the dollar is essentially flat. So that means that really gold and silver want to kind of eke out above that, but just not happening. And there's not much activity with the dollar index. So there's where that is. Very good. All right. Somebody said they wanted to see these in Australian dollars. And really the Australian dollars kind of give us an indication of where the currency exchanges between the dollar, the US dollar, and the Australian dollar is. And we can see that gold is up fairly, up 0.59% in Australian dollar. When we look at it compared to the US dollar, we can see it's double. And to me, that tells us that the Australian dollar is losing against the American dollar here. Silver's up 15 cents, Australian cents. Platinum is down $2.50. Palladium up $12.50. Rhodium is moving only because that's the indicator of the currency exchanges between the two, at least at this very moment. So I think it says more about that than anything else. Very good. All right. Thank you. Very good. Okay. Yes, indeed. Good to see Judith and Dan Davis is here. Good crowd here tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. If you are so inclined, we're trying to get to 200 thumbs up tonight. So if you guys could hit that thumbs up button, we're getting closer, but we need about 40 more. 40 more to get to that magic 200 thumbs up level. All right. HC says, hey, Sal, the acceleration of money printing is 0, but the velocity of the printing remains the same. Is this a correct statement from the M2 chart? It is, HC. It is. In fact, it's better stated than I did. You basically said it. You're right, HC. That is exactly correct. I hope you come back and hear my response. Very astute. Excellent. Well done. Well said. All right. My audience is just amazing. You guys are awesome. A&M Robinson, what about the unfounded liability? Yes, there's those, and then there's the derivative markets. You know, those are whole different animals. We could look at the whole world debt, too. Yes, indeed. All right. Stephen C. That's right. Keep on stacking. There you go. Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wasatch Wizards. Interesting numbers. Yes, thank you, Wasatch. You're the man. He's got a great channel, too. He does. All right. Dave in St. Louis was number 160. Well, thank you, Dave. He was number 60. Thumbs up. Jerry Parker says hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. Appreciate that. I think we'll be able to hit 200 tonight if it keeps up. The Global Warmer. Diamond Hands. That's right. There you go. Love it. That's great, the Global Warmer. And my guess is he's probably listening in the background. Yes, indeed. Always never underestimate the power of the Global Warmer. Yes, indeed. Slurp. That's right. We got a slurp from Liquid Electrum and Chai Turin. Is it Kai Turin or Chai Turin? I always get that mixed up. But anyways, he says, hey, Sal, it feels like gas went up overnight and the rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage ended at 7% Friday. This is going to get rough. Wow, yes. Gas is definitely going up. I did notice that that the gas went up over the weekend, but I didn't know that about the mortgage rate. 7%. Wow. This could get rough. Yes, indeed. All right. Oh, nice. Igor cooperates with a guy in the U.S., and we design custom silver coins. That's really cool, Igor. I'd love to learn a little bit more about that. If you can email me, that's really cool. Or if you want me to review one of them, I actually have done reviews for other mints. I did one fairly recently for an Armenian-themed mint. But yeah, let me know, Igor. Email me. Send me an email at the email address at the bottom of your screen there. Hey, there's the Global Warmer. He is here, hanging loose with us. It's Shy. That's right, Shy. Shy. Doom, Shy. I got to remember that. Shy Sharin. All right, Shy. If I get it wrong, Shy, next time, please forgive me. Please forgive me if I get it wrong. I likely will. I got to remember Shy. But you're not shy, but I got to remember that the guy who's not shy is shy. That's right. If I can do that. All right, very good. Ah, yeah. And we've got Tucson Bubba. Very instructive, Sal. Good job, sir. Thank you, Tucson Bubba. The man with the bourbon pump. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. And Mac 14 first. Thank you. Yes, indeed. That's right. Oh, yeah, Jeffrey Jackson. Somebody sent me something about that. Ukrainian coins made from Russian tanks. That would be cool to have. One of those things. Apparently, they're very limited. Yes, all right, very good. I need to put a Global Warmer sale for push-ups. Yeah, maybe I should. Do it. Okay. In fact, I should just give Global... You know what? I'm going to preempt anything. I'm going to do 20 push-ups for Global Warmer. Just because. You know, I feel I owe him that. So let me do 20 push-ups for global warmer just because. I think I should do that. Here we go. That's the way to get the blood flowing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. All right. Yes, indeed. We did it. We did. There we go. All right, let's see here. And look at this. JK Pioneer was first on this video from this evening about the define the dollar as a fixed weight of gold. Actually, Mac was first. Sorry, Mac was first. JK Pioneer was close to first. Hold on a second here. Let's see here. Did I beat him? Did I beat... No. Did I beat... Shoot, I'm not sure. No, I can't tell. We had a whole bunch of names come up. All three of us got them pretty quickly. Way to go. We got the chat bot. Sammy Farr. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, man, Sammy Farr, very kind of you. $20. Very kind of you. We owe you 20 push-ups. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, wow. I just saw my PayPal come in. from the global warmer. Always lurking. He sends $10. I just did 20 push-ups. I'm going to give him 20 more push-ups or 20 curls. I'll do 20 curls, and I'm going to do 20 curls or something for Sammy Farr, too. Thank you, Sammy Farr. You are awesome. Hello, Wasatch Wizard. Now, let's look at the markets as I do this. Oh, you guys are great. Thank you so much. So I owe the global warmer 20 more push-ups. Always lurking. That's funny. I did those 20 push-ups thing I was not expecting. Man, this is something. All right. Thank you again, Sammy Farr. Let's do it. Let's do here. Let's do curls this time. 20 curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And you know what I owe? I owe Liquid Electrum another set of razor kicks. And Sammy Farr has put in a special request, and we're going to do that here in just a minute. Hold on. Let's do these razor kicks for Liquid Electrum. Then I'll fulfill. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Now, all right, let's see here. Let me try to do this. For Sammy Farr, she has put in a special request, Sammy Farr has. Let me see if I can do this relatively quickly. Let's look at the Asian markets while this is happening. Gold and silver are both up slightly. All right. Get this out here. All right. Here we go. And shoot, hold on. I gotta rearrange some things here. Bear with me. I've got to do some stuff. You guys are awesome. Thanks for putting up with me tonight. I don't want to lose your interest. I've got to try to get some equipment going here. Apologize. For Sammy Farr. Okay. All right. So there's where the markets are right now. Gold is just now below $1,700, barely. Still up, though, on the day. Silver up 2 cents. $20.24. And let's see here. All right. There we go. Do we have it? No, we don't have it. Figures there's always some other thing we got to get. We got to remember to do. All right. Let's see. Okay, very good. Let's see here. All right. I'm not getting anything. Could you hear that? I don't know if that even come through. I don't have my app that I check the levels on to see, but let's see if that's working. But I don't know. All right, we'll revisit that later here. But that was at least a little bit for Sammy Farr. Thank you. Is she still here? I'm not sure, but anyway, thank you. All right, there you go. And welcome, Hoosier Stacker is here. Hoosier, good to see you. Hoosier Stacker. We want to get into the market still a little bit more here. That this is what this is about. Thank you so much. All right, it's coming through very good. All right, thank you guys. And let's see here. So let's get back to these comments and see what's happening. We've got Silverstruck says, first note beat by the best in the first business, JK Pioneer. And technically it was Mac 14, Lightning Bolt 88 who was first. Amazingly enough. Crazy, but that's true. All right. Crazy, yes indeed. Let's get over here. Silas was fourth on this video. And this is an important video. I think everybody should watch this video because this is what's happening right now, being proposed in the Congress. Yes, indeed. Igor Lukian, it's right at the bottom of your screen. salivatemetal@gmail.com. You see it right there? Hey, Empire Precious Metals is here. They call him Stormy. I call him Empire Precious Metals and also call him Animal. No, I mean, he's awesome. There he is. He is awesome. Stormy, the one and the only. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He does great videos and has an auction every Tuesday. Yes, indeed. Good stuff on his channel. Always entertaining and exciting and fun. So definitely check him out. Count Derpula is here too. Oh, yeah. What do you recommend, Gold Eagles or Buffalo? Jerry Parker, that's a good question. I've done a video comparing both of those. That's right. Empire calls me Animal. I don't call him Animal. I just call him Snookums. I call him Snookums. That's what I call Stormy. There you go. All right. You can call me anything, including late for dinner, because sometimes I am late for dinner. I'm also late for supper from time to time. Yes, indeed. NJ Shore Greek is here. Welcome. Good to see you. NJ and the Heezy. Yeah, you the man. Good to see all you guys. Welcome. Danny Risk says, I hope the U.S. has a good stash of gold because it's going to take a lot of it to fix the dollar, which would be a great for gold holders indeed. It would. It sure would. You're right. Which is why they won't make it happen. Mutant Rife, that bill will go nowhere as the Federal Reserve doesn't want the competition. Exactly right. It shan't. There's not even a number to it, by the way. Yes, indeed. All right, good to see Honest Value. Is it true that I keep playing with my silver? I'll go blind. Oh, man. I don't know, man. It's very reflective. So if it gets, I guess if the sun reflects to it in a certain way, that could happen because it is a very reflective metal. That's true. Yes, indeed. Glad to say Gas Grill is here. Hello, Gas Grill. Good to see you. So good to see all of you guys. We're trying to get 200 thumbs up on this live stream. Yes, indeed. If it's possible, if there's any way, shape, or form that you could press that thumbs up button, you will see it move. Yes, indeed, and shake. All right, well, I guess we got another one. Good job. Jam Unleashed got rid of it. And it's another one. Because I had not hidden this one yet, but I got it now. I blocked that one too. So they're on force tonight. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get a few more comments in, and then we're going to check the markets yet again and see where they are. And let's see. Chuck and Plata. Hey, Sal. In debt, we still trust. You've said it before. As long as faith remains in the dollar will remain. That's right. Really the bottom line. That's right, Chuck and Plata. All right. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, man. Oh, Empire Precious Metals. Oh, man. Okay, here's your payment, I suppose. Oh, and say it, Sal. Oh, there you go. Pee-pee-poo-poo. That's right. Pee-pee-poo-poo. There you go. Thank you, Empire Precious Metals. No need for payment, brother, but you're very kind. You don't have to do that. You're awesome. Empire Precious Metals has shown his face, and ever since then, boy, the ladies have been flocking. What did they say in Dumb and Dumber when the ladies flocked, like strampani or some sort of Italian dish or something like that? I don't know. Anyways, all right. There he is. Thank you. Okay. Pee-pee-poo-poo, folks. Silver Struck says, you're right. Once you give the controls to the government, it's game over. That's why they want only digital currency. Once everything goes digital, they can flip the switch on and off at will. Exactly right. And that's not conspiracy. That's not conspiracy theory. That's conspiracy fact. They could. We've already seen a small example of it in Canada. Yes, indeed. All right. Hey, Jeffrey Jackson. There you go. He saw this video. Almost Heaven, West Virginia. That's right. I'll tell you what, Alex Mooney, he's one I would love to meet. Yes, indeed. There we go. All right, very good. All right. And let's see here. Igor, I got your email. I'll look at that here after a while. Thank you, sir. All right, thank you so much. Take care, Cybercurrent Twitcher. Always appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you, CCT. The one and the only. Have a wonderful evening. I know it's late there, so thank you, brother, for sticking out with us tonight. You are amazing. Make sure you check out Cybercurrent Twitcher's channel. He is awesome. Very good guy. Been in the community a long time. Knows his stuff. Makes his own invention. It's the CCT Silver Slide. It is amazing craftsmanship and serves an amazing purpose to help you determine whether your silver is genuine or not. Yes, indeed. All right. And let's look at the poll results so far. We got 145 votes in. What's the lowest price silver could go, in your opinion? In other words, where it could go. 54% of you say $15. 30% of you say 18. 17% say under 10. I'm with the camp of 15. That's where it could go. We'll find out. All right, take care, Eagle Steve. Thank you for being here, Eagle Steve. I appreciate you, brother. Have a wonderful evening. You were the man. All right. Very good. All right. And we are about 15 or so away from 200 thumbs up. Thank you. All right. Empire Precious Metals' mom is visiting from out of town and got to run, but I wanted to say hello. Thank you. Well, give mom a big old hug for me, Empire Precious Metals. Say that's from Uncle Sal. And then give her a hydro slurp. Here we go. Let me see if we can do a hydro slurp. I can't quite do the hydro slurp, but anyways, but Empire Precious Metals is awesome. Thank you, and tell your mom I said hello. Hello, mommy. But don't say pee pee poo poo to her, okay? Don't do that. All right. All right, very good. And John Bethia says, unbridled power. Exactly right. That's what they desire. Francisco Rodriguez, thank you, Lord, for allowing me to possess 10 times more than what I saw here. Wow, way to go. Nice. You're stacking it. You got the full stack, silver stack, and he just put me to shame. He's got 10 times more than that. Pretty amazing. Good to see No IQ is here. Welcome, No IQ. JJ8185.7 says last. All right, well, you're technically not last because Silver King says thumbs up after yours, but thank you, JJ. Hope you're not last. I want to get a lot more people. All right, hey, very good. Hey, thank you, Igor. He says this is the wildest stream that I've ever been in. Love every second of it. Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. We have fun here. We have a little bit. We have a good time. We like to answer comments. We like to hang out. We like to joke around and gotta enjoy life from time to time. Yes, indeed. Gotta enjoy life. All right. Kenneth Ledford says that was a massive bong hit. Oh man, I tell you. Pure coffee. And we've got Coin Collecting Fun says smash the like button. So awesome. Don't smash it, Coin Collecting Fun. We want it to be there for the next time you come by so that you can press it again gently. Show it some love and compassion for the like button. Like any of you that are here now that may not have pressed the like button now, just be gentle, and caress it lightly. Just apply enough pressure to make it turn one number up like the person just did just now. Thank you so much for that. And there we go. Let's see here. Lloyd Sanger says the dollar will never return to the gold standard again. In fact, the dollar is on its way out to be replaced by the CBDC. Yep, exactly right. That's a sad reality I think we're heading towards. Rich Smart says 1955. I believe it was pitched as a 1% temporary tax for the wealthiest one, or for World War I. There is nothing more permanent than a temporary tax. Exactly right. You hit the nail on the head on that one, that's for sure. And let us now pause for the markets again here. And where are we at? We've got, refresh these, and we can see now here in Asia that gold is now up $3.20, just below $1,700 an ounce, just barely below it. Silver is at flat line now, $20.22. All right, very good. I'm a drug-free conservative. I've never tried pot before. Have no desire to try it. The only thing I like to do is slurp coffee. Yes, indeed. And sometimes I like to fondle my silver from time to time, too. I've been known to do that. And let's see here. So that's where that is right now. Let's see here. Maurice Monet, who is I think the T is silent on that. Maurice Monet. This is what he says here. Going back to a gold standard would be nice, but never going to happen. We don't know what's in Fort Knox, but I believe it's as empty as Al Capone's vault. Probably why Nixon took us off the gold standard. By the way, you would not hear anyone complaining about the minimum wage if it was $1.25 like it was in 1964, as long as it was still paid in silver dollars. Purchasing power will be about the same as $18 under fiat dollars. Yep, more than likely that would be the case. It does not say that we can't have some kind of inflation or something like that happens, but usually it's tied to promissory notes or some level of not honoring the system of what a gold standard would represent. And then what's going outside the derivatives, I guess you would say. Yes, indeed. All right. Hey, Jeffrey Jackson, thank you, brother. Always appreciate you, sir. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful evening, Jeffrey Jackson. You are the man. Yes, sir. Thank you. And Sheikh Yamani Makir is here. Hello, Sheikh. Welcome. Good to see you. All right. Rings dot binger, the pocket pinger. There you go. These pocket pingers are pretty cool. If you're interested in one, it does provide a good, safe way to test the audio signal of the sound of the pings of your silver. And you can order one in the link in the description of this very live stream if you're so inclined. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. So let's refresh these comments here one more time. And let's see here. Let's get down to the bottom of this. Let's get rid of this spam while we're here. And I also want to remind you, while we wait for that to load, if you go to my page or the description of this very live stream, you will see a link to the 2-ounce salivate metal round. 2-ounce thick salivate metal round that you see there. Still on technically a sale price. They've not raised it yet. I don't know if maybe they've forgotten, so don't tell them. But if you're interested in this is technically fairly not a bad premium for a collectible piece like this. Not to say that it's I mean, something that's that's not ordinary bullion. It's not really considered a bullion piece, but for those of you who are interested, that's what the front looks like, the obverse. It's got the logo, and you can read about it in the description below when you click on that link. But here's the reverse. Got the two kitties. That's the celibate metal shield. Yes, indeed. So there that is. For those of you who are interested in that, let's get back to the comments now. Getting down to the bottom of where we left off. Some of these things I don't get. They don't show up in my feed. I got to go back and reload it several times. Sometime before, like this, I missed this one from 9 hours ago. Let's see if we can get let's get this one in. Mike M says U.S. debt clock 31 trillion and adding 2 million every minute. If they paid it down 1 trillion every year, it would take 40 years to pay it off, counting the interest paid. True that. You're right. You're exactly right. Let's see here. Very good. Jeffrey Boyarski, are we anywhere near peak silver? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I'm not sure. Some people say that we are. We have to look at how much of it has been mined over the years, but you got to think about it. A lot of it is also being recycled. More and more of it's being recycled, and a lot of it's coming in, and just depends. But it depends on how you measure peak silver. Peak mining silver, we may have already passed. There's less and less primary silver mining, but there's a lot more secondary mining of silver as a byproduct of other metals. Very good. Good question. Silver Patriot FGNS. You're correct. It's unfortunately we'll probably never see the light of day. Yep. Exactly right. And Richard Contini on this video. Honestly, I'm glad this will never pass. The decoupling of the dollar from the value of gold has been very beneficial to me. If the dollar was pegged to a gold standard, my $350,000 investment wouldn't be worth anywhere near what it is today. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure. I would think that those dollars, I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Because they'd have to revalue the dollar, I guess, right? Yes, indeed. Very good. Keep on stacking, says Cherokee Cowboy. Yes, sir. All right. Silverstruck says, great discussion on U.S. debt. Keep stacking. Thank you. Will do. Silverstruck. Gonna try my best. Silver Loving Lou. Man, oh man, they sure would like to get rid of the silly old Constitution too, wouldn't they? Just keep stacking. That's right. The Constitution, that's just a pain in the butt. All right. Delta Lima. Good idea. It does not have to be $26 per ounce, but it could be something at least. Yep. Yep, that's right. Boris Bulyak says, even though, as you said, it won't see any further action, at least I take solace in the fact that someone is doing this job as an elected servant. Middle class is being eliminated. Yep. Definitely being squeezed pretty tightly right now, that's for sure. All right, let me go over here. Make this happen. We've got to show progress in all we do to beat the clock on this thing. Richard Metcalf. Makes too much sense. Haven't seen any sense out of current government. That's right. Exactly. All right, let's get over here and see what the markets are telling us right at this very moment now. Pitta-patta. Good to see Pitta-patta. Welcome. Look at this. Gold is now up $2.50, $16.98 and 50 cents. It was down a little bit from its recent highs. Silver's now down 2 cents, $20.21. All right. Thank you, Global Warmer. Have a good evening, my friend. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you so much. Yes, indeed. The Global Warmer. Got something stuck in my throat. I hate this. I get a piece of cinnamon stuck in my throat. I gotta gargle it out. I want to get rid of it. Dang it, because that messes up my throat. JL, that temporary suspension of the gold standard in 1971 is starting to look like it's not so temporary. Exactly right. It's a permanent solution to a temporary order. Indeed, it sure is. Ah, yeah. The Sarge says, another good lesson story for the day. No matter what time it is, Sal comes through with it. Thank you, sir. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that so much. Overwatch says, as long as there is gold and silver, there will always be money. That's right, exactly. Very true. Very, very true. And thank you, guys. We got over 200 thumbs up. Still time if you want to press the thumbs up button. Appreciate you so much as we march on through. We've got Kevin Malone says, hey, Sal from Dublin. Erie, love the show. Thanks for keeping the silver lady in the light. Well, thank you, Kevin. Honored to have you as a viewer from Ireland. Appreciate it. Yep, I got cinnamon stuck in my throat, JD. I think it's gone now. Little granules. I got to put it in my coffee. Yeah, it's crazy. Use cinnamon sticks instead. Maybe I should. These little grains have it in my coffee. They don't really absorb. They never really dissolve in the coffee. They just settle at the bottom. So I got to properly deal with it. And during the live stream, let's see here. All right, thank you so much, THS. He says you make a difference in this ugly world. Never stop. Well, thank you. I'm honored and humbled to have you as a viewer, THS. And I appreciate your kindness and appreciate all of you guys being here very much. Yes, Nixon did some shady stuff. The EPA was one of those organizations that was pretty shady that was created under Nixon, by the way. And Silas Marner says, temporary to appease the distractors from time to ease the public's mind. They knew the whole time that it was permanent. Politicians suck. A temporary everything is always a permanent, especially with no sunset provision. Why keep minting cents and nickels? Only so that the public doesn't lose faith in the dollar. Total waste of taxpayer money. If they get what they really want, digital currency that won't matter soon anyway. That's something that we will have to fight every step of the way. They'll want to start with Social Security, get their foot in the door. They'll say that it's where it will stop, but it's the temporary thing. Exactly. Just another lie. Do not trust government, especially for this stuff. Do not trust them. Let's see here. Good job, Rocky. You got it, Rocky. Way to go. Did I? Okay, yeah, I blocked them. That's the third time that different channel came in. Crazy. Third one that I hadn't deleted this, and they're on fire tonight, those stupid chat bots. All right, thank you, Silas Marner. Tom Duke says nothing like the clink of silver coins. Indeed, you're right. True that. And gold, too. Yep, indeed. Oh, very good. Let's refresh these comments. While we wait for this, let's go over here and check this out. There's the markets in Asia. $2.20 up for gold. $16.98. $16.98. Below the $1,700 level where it was earlier. Silver hanging steady at down 2 cents. Yes, indeed. Platinum down 4. All right. Very good. You guys are great. Especially my mods getting those spammers. All right, there we go. 84.40 is the gold to silver ratio now. Look at that. Pretty crazy. Let's go back in time. And this is a video, you guys, if you want to see me pour, or some of us pour, a 20-ounce silver chunk, pour and extract it just right. This thing was cool. I don't know where that piece is now, but boy, I'd love to have that. 20-ounce pour right there. David AAA says like number 31. Well, thank you, David AAA. It's been a long time, brother. Come on back. Silver Stacking Insomniac. I remember Silver Stacking Insomniac saying that's a chunky piece of silver. Appreciate it, brother. And Pip Boyne, it's been a long time since you sent Pip Boyne. He pours his own silver, too. Makes silver art. Sweet Mr. T-Bar, though. Yes, indeed. Thank you. And this is the almost 100 ounces of gold. This is my most popular video. I tried to upstage it because I did one with over 100 ounces of gold, but it got nowhere near the views. It's just crazy how the algorithm is. Gage Silver says, wow, thank you. JRW3 says, scare tactics on this. Monitka says, like, thumbs up, thank you on the Cassius Nation on that one. Cybercurrent Twitcher, see, you know, he's been around a long time. Delaying or defying a one world currency. Certainly interesting times ahead. Indeed, that was from 5 years ago. Yes, indeed. And thank you, Monitka, responding to that, watching those videos. Thank you. For a long time. And some of these people kind of need to see from times gone past if they're still around. Very good. Let's do, while we got this out, as I don't know who all is still left with us here, but we got still 100 of you watching. I'm going to play a little more Get Fiddle for you just for fun, just to see while I've got it out, just for fun. Sorry, I get a little carried away. I apologize for that. Anyways, let's see here. All right, so now we're going to have a little bit of fun here. And thank you guys for putting up with me. So this is a little game we're going to play. Oh, there's Sammy Farr. She is here. Hey, Sammy Farr. All right, you are awesome. There's Sammy Farr. All right, so this is a fun game we're going to play, folks. Now, as you know, I don't have much of a life. Actually, probably have too much. I'm playing in a couple of bands and end up working a lot, and the channel is a lot of work too. I've got over 5,400 videos now, so that means that more than likely you can search for anything on my channel and something is going to come up. So in this game we're going to play, you get to pick with the funniest, craziest things you can think of for a search term. There's Tucson Bubba with the bourbon pump. And so what you'll do is you'll put a crazy search term in there after three pluses, and then the search term. But here's the rules. There's very few rules. It can be as crazy as you want, but no more than 3 words. It can be salacious, but not too vulgar. Okay, not too vulgar. They must be real words, and so real words. And let's do up to 3 words, but if you could do 1, that'd be better. And so and then we're going to search it out and see what comes up. So when I type the word go, that's when we'll do it, and I will pick the 7th one. Here we go. Go. Here we go. All right. Let's see what pops up here, see what people have to say. After, I'm going to get these from my screen, the 7th one after the word go. It's got to be only up to 3 words. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's 4 words, JD. But let's see. Let me count the ones that are just under 3 words. We're gonna start again. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7. Stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. We got it. Let's see. Thank you, Tucson Bub. I appreciate that, my friend. Slurp. I don't have any. I'm done with the coffee, but I'll put some water in here and slurp that for you. For Tucson Bubba. All right. There we go. Thank you, Tucson Bubba. The 7th one is Timeless. Of the ones that had, I like Cladale's. That was pretty good, but so Timeless is it. Let's see what comes up for Timeless. I like Igor's too. That's pretty good. But that was after we stopped here. So let's try it. Timeless. Timeless it is. Boom, there it is. All right. Hey, speaking of copper, because somebody asked about copper, that one popped up here. This is how gold and copper compare in 2001. That's crazy that popped up there for Timeless. Yes, indeed. There it is. Pretty wild. So there it is. Very good. So when he posts the link to that, let's stop this poll, by the way. We had a good participation in the poll. Thank you guys for participating in that. We had 174 votes. 52% of you saved $15 there. So there it is. All right. So JM Unleashed, when he posts the link, I will put it in the description. I'll pin it here. And what you'll do is you will watch this video, and then let me know what you think of the video in the comment section of that video, and put the word Timeless in there, and that you came from this live stream. This is not a terribly old video, but it is an older video to give you an idea of what the markets and things were like back then, and shows you that I do talk about more than just gold and silver. Compare others, videos and stuff like that. So there it is. So thank you, JM Unleashed, for posting that. There it is. So thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. We're going to call it a night. We had a wonderful time. Thank you guys so much again. I want to leave you with this sage piece of advice on this Sunday night, and that is to keep your feet in the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Thank you all again so much. Take care. Have a good night.